What's going on, everybody? My name is iRunShib, or Shib for short, and today we're going to be talking about how to play Hawkeye like a champion. I've been top 500 for both the alpha and the beta in this game in Overwatch, and I was a contracted shoutcaster for the last tournament that they held in the beta. So I got a good feel on how this guy will shake out. And I'll tell you what, he's dope.
Just with the top door.
Double KO! Glory's almost yours! I suck! That's 3! Wow, 4 in a row! 5! That's amazing! 6 in a row! Way to go! Unbelievable!
Oh my god. So let's talk about the basis of his kit, and then I'll show off his moves. The basis of his kit is that Hawkeye will do more damage the longer that you aim at an enemy. So if you zoom in, if you use your bow and you aim at an enemy, you'll see there at the bottom I have 100 charge. One of the cool things that you could do with this is you could actually look at something like the tank to gain up some charge and then shoot at the people flying or the people in the back line. That may be harder to keep a sight on. Hawkeye's left shift is going to be a swipe, which will knock back enemies, and it's his really only way of keeping himself safe when he does get dove. He does have a double dash too, which is good for taking height and dropping back, but the real defensive ability he has is that knockback. Let's talk about his next move, Hypersonic Arrow. Hypersonic Arrow is a slowing arrow shot that has a very large AoE. It's very tough to miss. This arrow will also knock flyers out of the sky. So this is a really good option for when enemies are tough to hit, if you want to throw it into a crowd, or if you want to get flyers out of the sky like this.
Sonic boom.
See how it drops them? And then I can follow up.
For the good guy.
Double KO!
You may have seen this in the trailer, but when you use his ultimate, everybody in your vision will start leaving clones. Those clones actually become attackable, so you can take them out and deal the same damage to the person that is leaving those clones. Also, notice how my crosshair, when I was in that ultimate, was always at 100 charge, making it so I could load my arrows insanely fast and just deal a ton of damage in a very short window. My man can also deflect shots at him with perfect time melees. Granted, I don't see that being used insanely often. Hawkeye is all about positioning, using his combos and staying at range and dropping the back line while providing a ton of pressure into the front line. If he is not contested, he will devastate teams. You need to make sure you get on top of him, but if you're playing him, you need to focus on positioning, callouts, and saving your cooldowns to keep yourself in the fight. That deflect that you have on your left shift is going to be hyper important in knocking back enemies that are diving you, but also your E when slowing enemies is going to be very important while staying away. You do have that double jump to help provide some more space, but it can also be very useful when chasing down enemies. So make sure you're utilizing your cooldowns effectively and don't put yourself in a position that's dangerous if you don't have these defensive cooldowns up. If I'm out of my dash and swipe cooldowns and I get dove, I have at least, before I can even double dash, 5 seconds before I can knock it back another 15. So teams need to make sure they take advantage of finding out when he's utilizing his cooldowns and then all in him. In terms of biggest counters for Hawkeye, his biggest counters in my opinion are going to be dive tanks such as Captain America, Venom, Hulk even, people that can get on top of his face really quickly, or things like Psylocke, Star-Lord if played right, and then the dive trio of Magic, Panther, and Spider-Man. Granted, those are just rough matchups. I'd say if you can hit your shots and you do battle these guys away that are diving you and play with your cooldowns properly, you can naturally and instinctively outplay them because they are low HP pool heroes and you do a ton of damage. All in all, I can't wait for people to get their hands on Hawkeye. I feel that he is incredibly strong and a ton of fun to play. If you get your flow down, you enter flow state with his aiming, you can absolutely pop off and just deal tons of damage to the back line. And I cannot wait to showcase some of these skills on you guys. I'm going to leave you guys with some gameplay of my first ever game with him, but if you guys like this kind of content, subscribes, likes, comments, follows, all that stuff is super helpful to me. Come on down to the Twitch and join us. We are going to be doing a subathon all week where we're going to keep live as long as the subs keep flowing. Come join our little family and say what's up.
Got it?
I can be anyone, but I choose to be Loki. Here they come. Needed that boost. Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Stay away from that onk if it starts to hover.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Team player. Get in there.
Double KO!
done. See, Clint? I knew you cared. Enemy ahead.
A strange
Prepare to
mystical
engage.
object.
Oh no!
Oh no, my shield right
I
out.
still need you.
Glory is almost yours.
Your dog is suffering.
Amazing Spider-Man. Control lost.
The moon haunts you!
Double KO. Control seized. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Double KO.
Never miss!
I am ready to put on a show.
The uncle belongs to fast! Grace us
Enemy
with
ahead.
victory!
Prepare to engage.
The moon!
A nice distance. That's the halfway point. That one hurts. Double KO. That's 3. Control C. Wow, 4 in a row.